Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Ryan Lehman from RyanLehman.com, and today I'm back with a new haircut and a friend. This is my friend Bill Michaud, a co-worker of mine for 2 jobs now, fellow self-studier of Japanese, and he is coming today to talk to us about some of his experiences. So Bill, got a few questions for you. Can you tell us a little bit about your study history? How did you get into self-study? And how far have you come so far?
Let's see. Studying Japanese, I started in college with you.
Right.
Actually, you started a year ahead of me, and I was very envious. And I took that about as far as it would go. What was it, 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. About 2 years. Yeah.
About 2 years, and it was just too easy for me in class, and I was always looking for more. And so I guess to start there, in college the teacher had given me extra work to do.
Right.
I started that, I studied on my own, I checked with her. And then slowly that evolved as I had less opportunity to study in the classroom and less time.
Right.
And so I started studying on my own. And then you introduced me to mnemosine.
Right.
The daunting mnemosine.
yeah.
But it did the trick, and I was able to conquer the Joyo kanji in probably a month.
Cool. So how many kanji do you know now?
I would say maybe 3,000?
3,500. Sweet.
Probably around the same as you.
Oh, nice.
So.
Very cool. And so you're doing the all Japanese all the time, and their 10,000 sentences method, right? Katsumoto's thing there?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not particularly aiming for 10,000 sentences. I'm aiming for basically picking up anything that I like and being able to do it.
Right.
So whatever that takes, it may take 12,000, it may take 8,000, I'm not sure, but
right.
Whenever I get to that point, I'll be quite happy.
Yeah. My experience with it is, now that I'm past 10,000, probably at about 11,000 right now, is that 10,000 is good because it teaches you that there's more, and that there will always be more, and that you can keep going on, and that sort of thing.
Well, even in English, there's always more.
Well, yeah, sure. There's plenty of English words that I don't know, and I'm a native speaker, so, and you know that being a language teacher as well. So, how about any setbacks in your experiences? Have you had any setbacks? What were they? How did you address them?
Up until now, my whole experience with self-study has been setbacks.
Okay.
It's been one continual setback after another for various reasons. I think the biggest problem was getting started is making a habit out of it, or just buckling down and doing it every day.
Right.
It can be a little daunting, especially if you're just beginning and hasn't really taken any traction yet. Or if you have other things in your life going on, it's easy to just say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And tomorrow always comes and it always goes. And so
without you doing anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much. And so I had that for about, with the SRS, after doing the kanji, I had that for about almost a year and a half, 2 years. So if I hadn't had those setbacks, I'd be right at the same point with you. And so what I did to address them, first of all, is I sat down and I assessed where I was going. First of all, with my job, I like staying in Japan.
Right.
And to do that, I need Japanese.
Right.
Realistically, if I want to move to a more stable job, I need Japanese. And if I don't do that, then I'm going to be in big trouble. And so that, I coupled it with another goal of mine, which I just started this March, was becoming healthier physically. So we had some time off in March, and I made sure I went to the gym every day.
Right.
Sometimes I had migraines, sometimes I was tired. No hangovers or anything, thankfully, but so pushing through that helped me kind of realize that studying isn't as hard as I made it out to be.
Right.
And so now, while I'm going to the gym regularly, I'm also studying regularly, and I find that it's not oh, I gotta study today.
Right.
Why? It's more of a, hey, I think I'll study for a little while today.
Right.
It's refreshing.
So in a sense, starting 2 habits helps you keep one.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah. Going to the gym really helped kind of put things in perspective for me in terms of studying, in terms of jobs, or just in terms of everyday life. Like when you push yourself at the gym, it's really hard.
Right.
And so everything else seems kind of easy comparatively.
Okay.
For me personally.
Right. So my next question, you've come a long way. You've been doing it for a couple of years now. And what kind of tricks do you have? What kind of new things are you doing to teach yourself Japanese? Specifically, like...
I think my favorite trick is to nickel and dime it.
Okay. When you say nickel and dime it, what do you mean?
Well, sometimes I have, 2 or 3 hours to study. Sometimes I have 1 hour. Sometimes I have 30 minutes. But depending on how much time I have, what I'll do is I'll open up, like I'm reading One Piece right now, and I'll open it up. I have a bookmarker here about where I have studied up to.
I noticed that's your business card. Nice.
Yeah. And so what I'll do, there's the closest thing on my desk, and what I'll do is, I'll use the SRS, and I've already read this,
Right.
Just very extensive reading to enjoy it, and I'll go through it again, and anything I don't know, I'll put it in quickly. And so I keep these on hand all the time, and I found manga is exceptionally easy to nickel and dime.
Okay.
Within a period of 20 minutes, I could probably get 10 or 15 sentences in.
Nice.
The sentences are quite simple. Like in the other one, Okyakusama wa kami-sama da.
Right.
So, if there's 2 words there you don't know, you can look them up quickly, and then within a minute and a half, it's in the system.
Right.
So I've done that. And the other trick I've done is I've changed it. Like every couple days, if I get bored with something, like I got bored with this.
Right.
It gets a little heavy to read.
Well written, but yes.
Yeah.
Every now and then you just don't want to read One Piece that day.
Yeah, or especially like when you get bogged down into the heavy dialogue with the memories and stuff like that.
Right.
You don't want to push through it. So I found this, which is much simpler. It's like a Calvin and Hobbes kind of, simple.
Right.
I could read one small story, which is
a much more dirty Calvin and Hobbes, but yeah.
Yes. Dirty and innocent.
Right, well, yeah.
But one story in here, can run for 20 pages. One story here is 3 pages.
Right.
So mentally, it makes it much easier. And then sometimes I feel like if I want something a little more intellectually stimulating, I go to Wikipedia. So
right.
I find just nickel and dime it from various sources, and that kind of keeps your motivation up.
Okay, cool, thanks. So, if you've got any tips for people who are studying Japanese right now on their own, who are just starting, what are your 3 tips?
3 tips.
Yeah.
First of all, definitely have fun.
Have fun.
Make it fun. If it's a job, then you're not going to want to do it.
Right.
Unless it's a job you like, and then you will want to do it.
Right,
but if you make it hard work, then it's not going to be fun.
Right.
And at that point, you should find something fun, stop what you're doing, and just switch it. So definitely have fun.
Okay. Number 2?
I think perspective.
Oh, what do you mean by perspective?
Well, what's easier? Just saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Or just getting it done and saying, I did it.
Oh, okay.
So for me, it was always, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
Right.
And tomorrow never comes.
Right.
It comes, but you don't do it.
Right.
And so now for me, it was speaking from experience, seeing you at the end of the program where you've done this, you've worked through it, which sometimes I thought you were absolutely nuts doing it.
Yeah, well, there were a couple times I was nuts, but it's a good kind.
Well, I think we're all nuts in a way. But you pushed through it, and I thought you were crazy, and I was like, he's off on his own, he's off his rocker. But now you've done it.
Right.
You put the time in, and now you've got it done. You understand it all. It's not hard work for you. You've reached that point. So for me now, it's easier to say I want to be at that point, and it's easier to do it now.
Right.
Instead of saying, oh, I wish I had done it. I wish I had done it. I wish I had done it.
Okay, and I guess that's all the time we have. You only gave me 2, but
I think that's all I can think of anyway.
I'll get you another one at a time later.
Yeah.
That's it for now, everyone. Thank you very much, and we'll catch you later. This is Ryan Lehman.